Hi everyone, it's Clyde at Vibrant Soap, and today I'm making a strawberry soap just because it's summer and I've seen a lot of strawberries in the store and it made me think of strawberry soap. So I'm going to be coloring it today with two different kinds of pinks, a white and a bright green, but I'm going to put more emphasis in how I pour the colors this time. I was thinking about different ways of doing an in-the-pot swirl, and this time I'm going to take the bowl and then I'm going to pour a ring of the soap batter on the edges of the bowl, and then I'm going to put on top of that another color. So basically I'm pouring in rings. I'm really curious about how this is going to make the soap look. I did that with the apricot and honey soap that I just recently showed you in the cutting of, but the camera gave out, so I'm thinking of trying that a little differently but still showing you the technique. And it's still new, so I'm going to be playing with it a little bit. It will develop through time, but I wanted to share that with you all today. And then hopefully I'll be making some more videos, but I'm going to be going away on a trip, so that's going to slow me down a little bit. And I get a lot of ideas when I travel, so I share those photos on my Vibrant Soap Instagram so you can see what I'm looking at. And so let's get started with the soap making. No color tutorial today. Let's get right with the soap making. Okay, I'm going to blend my Kaolin clay, and again this is a new recipe, even newer from the last new one I told you about, and this one is also palm free. And it's time to get the lye in there, and I'm soaping at about 73 degrees. Trying to make a recipe that behaves well, that lets me do liquidy pours, but also has a nice dense quality once it's cured. Let's add the fragrance. This is strawberry rhubarb, but I'm making it a little bit more sharp, more tart with some lime. Oh, it smells like real strawberries that way too. Okay, so let's get this poured. I've got a lot of colors today. I'm going to get rid of these spoons first. I'm going to top it all with a mica drizzle as well. So this is going to be for my white. I want more of that than anything else. One of my favorite greens. Try to get equal amounts of all these. That's a nice pink with some titanium dioxide in it too. Let's get the rest of this in what will become my white. Let me get my titanium dioxide in there. Okay, so let's mix in the white first. That's going to have to be like a golden type of white because I don't want to make it stark white. Let's go to the pink. And then this bright pink here. Oh, I got those reversed. This is the one that I put titanium dioxide in. I want a real light pink. It's a Bordeaux. It's a deep, that's my darkest color. So you see that color in a strawberry. And then this pistachio green. Okay, and this is the pour that I wanted to demonstrate the other day. And the problem was that I think it was the fragrance that caused everything to accelerate. Give these all a stir first. Now it's behaving. Look how nice that is. It's a nice cream color. Then my really light pink. This is what I would call a really delicious pink. It's almost like cotton candy. This is Fiery Fusion from Rustic Essentials. I really do like this. It's not quite a pure pink. It's like got a little bit of an orangey tinge to it as well. It's my Bordeaux mica, also by Rustic Essentials. And this is Pistachio. I'm stirring just to make sure that it's really even and everything's blended well. Okay, so let me do this pour. For lack of a better word, I'm calling it a concentric circle pour. I'm putting it on a Lazy Susan, although you really don't have to do it on one, but it makes it a little easier. I'm going to pour on the edges and just go in a circle. There's my Bordeaux, like my darkest color next to the lightest color. How about some green? So you can see that the Lazy Susan makes it a little easier to do this pour. Look at that color. So what's going to happen is this is going to be, when you pour it, you're going to get a ribbon of double each color because the pink is on this side and this side. Everything is doubled. Just takes a while to do these pours, but you know, I'm less about inventing and I'm more about wondering what would happen if I do things this way. That's kind of how I get into trying these things. I'm going in no particular order just because I'm not paying attention enough. And it looks like I'm going to have just enough to scrape into the top. I got a little more green left. Okay, so I'm going to get this off of the Lazy Susan and into my mold. So I think the best way for me to do this is to just pour it down the center and back again. Back and forth. Look at that stripe. It's still coming out striped, even though you'd think it would get all mixed up together. Let's pay attention to that once I cut it, because green and these deeper reds would notoriously turn into mud because they're opposite colors. But that's what keeping some of those soaps to scrape into the mold from what's left behind makes a kind of pure colored top. I wish you could smell this. Wow. So the nice thing about this recipe, it's similar to the last one that I created, is that it is really behaving. So what's the order of this one? How should I put this? Usually I like to put the darker colors on the bottom. I like to keep just a little bit of each color for still scraping into the top. Let's go with this green. Followed by this deep pink. Followed by this deep pink. Fiery Fusion. I really like this color. Let's go with the white. Actually, I'm going to save the white to the last because I have some mica drizzles for the top also. Then the white. And the green. A little bit more of this Bordeaux. My objective in this is to make sure that all the colors are represented on the top. And let's see, let's clean the sides first. Let me try something different. I'm gonna go lengthwise first. Then I'm going to add my drizzle. That color. That color was not represented as much on the top with the soap batter, so it's nice that I had some of that as the drizzle, and then just a little punch of accent color that's nowhere else in the soap. Just because I like this gold mica drizzle so much. And then let's do, what should we do? Let's just do spirals. This one, I think, would be nice with some glitter. Okay. So this is my strawberry citrus. I think I'll probably call it, let's call this strawberry margarita, because it's got all the colors of the lime and the strawberry and the tartness of that all too. So let's come back for the cut. Okay, let's see what this turned out to look like here. Sure smells good. A lot of lines in there of swirl. Really like that little touch of bright green. Does remind me of a strawberry. Yeah, I don't know that this is really worth concentric circles, because I think once you have so many fine lines, it starts to merge a bit much. It's a different look, but I think the other thing I can do is not make as many concentric circles, because then the lines won't be quite as fine. But so this is what I look for in a soap design, is whether it's really worth the effort. I'm not sure that this one is. But as I said, if there are fewer bands of concentric circles while you're pouring it, it might be a different case. It's worth trying. The soap that I made, apricot and honey, turned out to be a little more distinct, and I think that might be because there were less concentric circles in the pour. Another thing that would have something to do with how it looks is, in this particular soap, these are complementary colors that if they blend, it kind of muddies it down a bit, whereas the apricot and honey had different versions of orange and yellow, so they don't compete as much. Well, this one is more interesting to me, but I just have to think about this. One thing I won't give up on is experimenting, trying new things. Another one's more distinct as well. But, well, I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments what you think. But for right now, thank you again for watching. And I may disappear again for a while just because of some trips and things. But then I'll be back, hopefully, and making more soap, talking to you all. And thanks for subscribing, by the way. Thank you for the comments. And I really do love that. So we'll see you later.